Definitely feels like in this game, though, Fnatic aren't going to try and contest potentially the plays on top side, maybe leave the gangplank on his lonesome and see if instead they can try and play a bit more heavily towards that bottom side.
Dagda was talking about earlier, matching enemy junglers, trying to keep a slow pace, but Irrelevant wants to pick things up.
Flash for flash, counter strike, one more auto might be all that's needed. Oscar in 110 HP. He's parlayed, but it might not be okay. Flash was burnt, Irrelevant, solo kills. Trading, going in favor of Fnatic's bottom lane. But once again, Marcoon playing for that invade approach. Oscarina takes a gigantic, respectively. I want to track that as both of those players have been known to fight one another. Razork will run into a level 5 Marcoon. First to respond should be DOS. It looks like he's making his way through the jungle. Here comes Noah and Trimby, however. Blue buff has been secured by Razork once more. Level 6 available. The Magnet Storm can be used and is thrown down. Pulling Exit kick back. Here comes Humanoid. Razork flashes over the wall. Kill for Fnatic on the board. Humanoid, no tibbers available to him. And SK back away. TP for Oscar. However, he's got that cannon barrage. Irrelevant. Looking for another solo kill. Leaps, empowered strikes. The W to the face. Another leap. Forces the flash. Follow under the tower with the Grandmaster. But the slow from the barrage is simply not enough.
Incredible performance in the top lane once again. Irrelevant really making a name for himself as one of the best tops in the league.
Is it going to become a case of like...
Humanoid is good. Marcoon going to try and slow this down a little bit. Can Humanoid get close enough?
Glacial Prison's available. That's the Arctic Assault forward. Marcoon's holding onto the trigger. Stunned up by the Incinerate. And then Rift Herald did get the charge. Marcoon's still sitting on that ulti. Exit kick can come from longer range. DOS goes in for the headbutt. Pulverizes Resort that gets the kill. Searches for the meter reply back, and Humanoid's now the target. The satchel, the buster, the kills to SK.
SK take the fight.
But it does open up Fnatic now to get in towards mid lane. Noah going to be able to crack that one. They could also start to lean into the spot side if they really want to.
Teleport being channeled. Irrelevant's the target. Backup from Marcoon is there. Teleport being channeled, but I think Irrelevant will be taken out. Oscar gets the kill.
Although I think Fnatic could actually drop, maybe just leaving Razork here and try and move in towards the mid. Rift Herald has been dropped though.
And I mean, this is a good call in my opinion. They used the Herald, they unlocked this tower. It's what Dagda and Venus were just talking.
That's where I think Fnatic now will have to make sure that they're keeping control of their own jungle and stopping these quick routes for SK to come in, and then they can buy time to play.
Could be humongously influential if SK do not set up their side lanes well. Target here is Marcoon. No backup yet. Magnet Storm thrown out by some time from that Glacial Prison. Not enough to stay alive, is taken out by Razork. Trimby engages further onto Certus. Buys some time with the stopwatch. The barrage is thrown down and DOS is running for his life. 4 members of Fnatic grouped up and SK simply down before SK can get in range.
I mean, Marcoon isn't alive. I don't see how SK can contest this. This will be Fnatic getting revenge the last, right? Fnatic, they abandoned bot lane. They had a group in mid. They had one pushing top, and now they're looking for a pick bot.
All right, Magnet Storm again available. Certus the target. He has the flash. Trimby, is it time for the quickness? He's been headbutted away. Flies forward. Quickness down onto Dawson. It's Noah that finds his first kill of the game. 6-4, 2,000 gold the lead. The 4th tower about to fall, and Baron empowered minions for the continued siege, plus 1 minute until the soul is available.
Fnatic are playing this map so well though, consistently shoving in mid and then just dropping the wave entirely to make plays now.
Oh, and Captain Rain was not enough for Trimby, and exit kick! Where did he go? He got parlayed to oblivion. The inhibitor turret will fall. Irrelevant's trying to push the mid lane, but it's 40 seconds to Dragon. The inhibitor secured. It's a 10,000 gold lead.
SK, they're asking for a parlay, but Fnatic is disinclined to acquiesce to their request. Fnatic are absolutely stomping SK now, and Irrelevant is doing what he can. There was a top gap.
Gigantic gold lead, and SK simply cannot contest. It becomes very difficult for them. I think they're going to be looking to punish Fnatic, maybe overstepping.
I ultimately think that Fnatic very much relies on Razork. He's
now Humanoid stepping up.
All right, disintegrate, incinerate, obliterate, decimate. They do not pull the trigger, but the threat is
opposition. That's all that matters.
Medic is going to murder me backstage with the Ricardo lowest goal, but Noah finds himself yet another kill, the 8th of the game. Trimby looking to set up another as DOS is forced to flash. It's 30 seconds until the Baron is alive. The minion wave slowly making its way forward. Top lane, I think, is pushing towards SK, if I read that correctly. Super's about to crest the steps. DOS and Marcoon stepping forward. Glacial Prison's available and used. Needs to buy time. Flash away. The Magnet is storming down. And Razork is on a rampage. Certus is blown up. Mark Oscar in its gangplank, and with 4 members down, Fnatic are inside the base, so looking at the Nexus for game number 1.
I thought Fnatic were going to wait for Baron. It was going to be, you know, we'll play for the save point. We have all the vision. Like, nah, screw it. This is over. Let's take us to game 2.
A beautiful demonstration from Fnatic. They stopped the early game, they found the team fights, and they will end their losing streak against SK.
For the first time in 2023, Fnatic take down SK.
Definitely seen Cassio find a lot of advantages in this matchup.
Yeah, and it definitely means that we were talking about it from the last game. SK, instead of going for this side lane play, they're going straight for the team fight. I want to make sure point in this early stage. As you can see, Irrelevant trying to trade is already completely run out, and now he's got a Trundle in his way as well.
Dun. Chop for first blood. Oscar and Razork easily securing it.
Spot lane is entirely fine as they're pushing in. And it's also Match Park Goonies, who's had a potential play on topside. Irrelevant.
Not sure this was the smartest. Razork throws out that pillar of ice. Decimating Smash to pick up the wave.
Baus, is this you?
You beat me to it! Damn it, you beat me to it! Second kill
He
there.
was like, okay, well, I can clear out next wave, reset, and then come back in.
But then
for
that would be a
topside.
massive mistake on his side, because he should have believed that, like,
I think that's going to be the combo that is now terrifying because of the 2 early kills.
And look at this, Razork flanked with Trimby. He's going to be able to burn down exit kick buys some time. Noah forced to flash and cleanse for his life. Doss unable to find that last auto. 1 kill to Noah, 2 kills to Noah, 4 kills for Fnatic. From Certus, he was holding on to that petrifying gaze, and I like the fact that Razork didn't overstep. A little bit of a turn here as Trimby is now the target of 2 members of SK. No flash available to him. The port available for Certus either. Do they dive the Scion? Decimating Smash out, Buster shot off the carpet. And the auto attack secures it. Another kill, this time to Humanoid.
It was a zoning note from Oscar, but it still worked out in the end. They get the kill, and now more for Certus.
It's time for the bounce house. We talked about it. Actually, no depth charge available, just a boot onto the head. Trimby taken out by Mongoon. Certus stays alive long enough to get a double kill. And SK find a small
level 5 Nautilus brings, and he just gets melted. We got Morachi bot lane.
Yeah, Morachi bot lane indeed. Knock up into the air for Noah. Teleport is channeled. Oscar's got no equalizer, but the Electro Harpoons and Flame Spitter are burning through Doss's hit points. Moved away. More damage onto that mid tower. Crucially here, SK picking up an early Dragon. I think in game 1, the Dragon...
It looked like no one actually got gold from that Herald.
Didn't look like the animation. I thought the same thing.
But then engage here.
Oh, SK stood on top of a ward. That depth charge is out. Humanoid still got the Buster shot. The explosive charge on the E hasn't got enough just yet. Finally, Humanoid does. Gets the reset, the W, and here comes Marcoon. He stole away the Trundle. He threw out the pillar of ice, but the red carpet is laying down. And Marcoon using that Heartbreaker to get away. Now he's the target. The depth charge over the wall into the Electro Harpoon to save the birds' lives, not kill them.
Okay, we're getting some real League of Legends now. Both these teams are getting down and dirty into the mud.
We've got a Cassio that's 2-1-2. The Xayah 2-2-0. 500 gold, 200 gold separating them. This Trundle is still problematic, and Razork is having a large impact. It's Irrelevant will once again be taken down for the 4th time this game.
Cross map, this mid tower is getting very low. Irrelevant's going to be forced to TP. Humanoids, he should still be able to secure it.
One more auto does it. Got that rocket jump to safety.
Should be fine. So overall, I think Fnatic are the victors of this small trade. Of course, SK got a tower of their own. But respect to SK, they're really just bringing the fight to
Oscar, and Trimby may find himself a little bit out of position. Equalizer thrown out, the depth charge buys time. Looking for a turn, looking for a burn. Noah is sailing his way to the top lane, and Trimby connects with that depth charge. The engage from the quickness of the knock-up, and Trimby on this Glacial Augment Nautilus goes down so quickly. Another kill secured for SK, and Noah is now the next target. Doss has got
Dragon that realistically they should have no right in having.
a weird one is an apt description, I feel, Dagda. This definitely has been
more nuance. Obviously, they're really going to make sure that both Human and Noah in the right position, make sure they get value out of that Trundle and Rumble. But I think it is something that with the advantage they have will play into their favor. Once again, targeting Irrelevant. So once this little skirmish plays out, bottom lane being pressured by SK, Dagda, let's talk a little bit about as this game plays out what the 5v5s are, because Irrelevant, once again, is the target. The tower falls. The 5th kill, will it be secured? The rest of the squad, they're pushing on the bottom. There may be a trade here. Kill secured. The engage is onto Oscar. No equalizer for him, and here comes Noah. Terrible timing on that question, but the Moonlight Vigil is huge. Combo with the Gale Force. 2 quick kills to Fnatic.
Wow, Noah with so much confidence in that play. Gale
They've already got their side lanes pushed in, but Fnatic, they've got their party in mid. They're able to start moving across now, but Trimby's kind of separated.
Irrelevant, caught up by the dredge line. Trimby flashes away. Irrelevant on the retreat. This is a very stoppable onslaught for Fnatic. Petrifying Gaze is out. The equalizer 2 seconds away. Already a kill traded back and forth. But with Humanoid down the mid lane, Baku's running away for his life. Certus is sniped with a long range. Oscar in an ultimate. And finally, Irrelevant, the last man standing in the lane in zombie form. It's a 1 for 3 in favor of...
No hope. A Fnatic will secure the Baron.
SK's chances are slipping away.
As well.
It is an 8,000 gold difference, nearing 10k in combat effectiveness. And while, yes, Trimby has been taken down, SK fancy a shot down more. DOS has found some CC and the equalizer's too little. It's too late. SK may have lost. Hell, did they win that fight? Managing to burn down the targets, managing to get the bounty. Is it? But at 2 dragons apiece. You see the damage they have. They've got scaling on their side to boot. Another 62 levels up over Certus, and he's pushing that top tower.
Yeah, SK want to try and look for the engage, but there's the pillar.
Onslaught straight into the pillar. Trimby is once again blown up. That's the 5th time he has been killed. As long as SK are hunting for those kills,
the Terror dies.
It is allowing Humanoid to pick up the tower. He's opened up the inhibitor.
The teleport was used to try and get there, though, from Certus, so that massive range now from the passive coming through from the Tristana. She's going to be able to push in on the bottom side, and as you can see, the second you drive the ultimate from Mexa Kick, makes that combo we were talking about a little bit more difficult for Fnatic to make work, which is why SK have DOS on the flank.
All right, DOS looking for that engage. Got the flash, got the ult, he's been caught. He's going to be able to find the target. Humanoid no able to escape. Moonlight Vigil won't burn anyone down. Oscar's holding on to that equalizer. He's been dropped, he's been popped. It's been Marcoon, and it's Marcoon once again. He's looking to break the heart of Fnatic in game 2. Send us to a decider. 3 kills for SK when they're down in goal, down in control. When their hopes look down and out. Baron is up, Dragon is up, and the fight has been SK in the middle lane. They're turning around, and they're going to set their sights on Baron.
And SK find their moment to strike back. The flank from DOS gets onto Noah, forces him back, and now SK will pick up the Baron.
I mean, the crazy part about that play was Irrelevant and Marcoon getting the kill onto the Rumble. Let's see if Wrestle can find the steal.
He's got the flash, he's got the smite, but he's been turned around. Humanoid finds Irrelevant. Baron is still being triggered down to 1,000. The kill is secured. Zombie Scion manages to
go straight onto Oscar in at the bottom of your screen. Then look at the follow-up from Marcoon over the wall. There's no way for him to get away.
That's a big amount to the engage down, though, as SK are playing on a knife's edge here.
Oh, DOS is just able to...
Fnatic and SK.
Oh, follow DOS. Caught out by Trimby. The equalizer looks good, but has the damage stuck? Yes, SK bail away. I think that Pillar of Ice did huge. And also the Moonlight Vigil. Trimby just falls short on that dredge line. And Certus is held in place by the Pillar of Ice. The stopwatch is used. 2 members are down. Trimby flashes forward, gets the boot onto Marcoon. His GA is popped. Fnatic find the fight to win the series and go to playoffs.
Oscar and in laid down the red carpet that led SK to their graves. A 5-0 in favor of Fnatic.
Everything was equalized as Fnatic take down their demons. They beat SK and they go to playoffs.
Fnatic take down SK. Gentlemen, you said it better than I ever could.